6 o'clock in the morning. This is what I'm looking like right now. So I'm currently 4.5 weeks out, and I wake up, wash my face, hop on the scale. Today I weighed 177.6. My weight's a little up. It goes up throughout the week, and it normally goes down after I go to the restroom. But again, it's weird because when you're low calorie, your digestion gets a little jacked up, and no matter what, it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. So wake up, 6 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, wife has to get up for work, so I get for her. I'm off on Thursdays, which is nice. But now I have to take out this guy right there. He's ready to go to the bathroom, so I gotta take him out right now. So that's what we're doing right now. Today's first meal is gonna be cream of wheat. Again, like I said, strawberries, protein powder, a little bit of sugar-free syrup, and cinnamon. So you can take your handy-dandy food scale here. One serving is 33 grams. Go ahead and weigh that out. And the trick with cream of wheat is you have to utilize proper water. So for one serving of cream of wheat, it's going to be 1 whole cup of water. This is very important. You're going to see how it looks. It's going to look so watery. So 1 cup of water, and it looks so watery. It looks like I overdid it. It looks like I actually ruined the cream of wheat here, but that's how cream of wheat is. You have to use a lot of water. So I'm going to use 1 serving, microwave, 1:30 is what I found. So for 1 serving, it's 1:30. 2 servings is going to be 2:30. If you go 2 minutes on 1 serving, it'll explode the microwave and you have a mess. So roughly 1 serving of cream of wheat is 25 grams of carbs. So oh, I also forgot, my first meal I do use a little bit of fats. I use peanut butter, so that's gonna be about 12 grams peanut butter. So while that's cooking now, I get the protein powder out. My favorite protein powder I use is ISO. Very low calorie, isolates, breaks down faster in your body. So this is the first meal. Protein powder, plus it gives it a good taste. This is the Fruity Pebble flavor. It's 25 grams of protein. There's no fat in this protein powder. And I believe there's 1 carb. That's correct. But it's 110 calories per serving. And if you do the math on that, a good way to look at protein powder is also look at the calories. So you have a protein powder that's really high in calories, but there's only so many grams. If you do the math like I taught you, so 25 times 4 is 100. Okay, 1 carb is 4, so that's 104 grams roughly. I'm sorry. There's 30 grams in it. There's 25 grams of protein, but you have the carb. If you do the math, that's how you're able to see how much protein you're actually getting and how much of that's fillers. So take your protein powder, you mix it in. Now you want to give it a good stir. Okay, so you want to stir it up, and then put it back on again for 45 seconds, and it's almost done. Cream of wheat is very time consuming. That's the one thing about cream of wheat. It is time consuming, but it's amazing. If you're looking for more fiber, then eat oatmeal. If you're looking for more volume, eat cream of wheat. Cream of wheat gives you more volume, doesn't give you the fiber. There's no fat in cream of wheat. There is fat and protein, a lot more. Well, A little bit more protein in oats too, but also the fiber, which also slows down digestion, which we don't want that. Next, we got the peanut butter and sliced strawberries. You gotta have the sliced strawberries. You gotta have the peanut butter. So, I don't use a whole lot of peanut butter in my diet. Peanut butter is very calorie dense, and when you are low calorie, that's not what you want. You don't want high calorie dense foods. You want low calorie dense foods, so you can see. And that's meal 1. And that's what I'm gonna eat right now. And then I will see you guys in meal 2. All right, now we're back for meal number 2. Meal number 2 is gonna be a low protein, moderate carb, and like no fats. Pretty much the fats are just coming from the protein source. Meal is gonna be 3 ounces of chicken, and then 190 grams of sweet potatoes, and then a yogurt. I use the Oikos Triple Zero. It's only 100 calories per pack. And the reason why I eat this meal is because it's a combination between high glycemic and low glycemic carbs. And again, I'm going to wait between 2 hours before I go train. Now, I explained this morning that you want to eat 2 meals. Now, that depends on when you train. If you're a person who trains in the mornings and you're not in a calorie deficit, or you're maybe in a small deficit, then I recommend eating carbs before bedtime. To have a little bit of fuel before you go work out. Could you work out on an empty stomach? Yes, you can. But it's not the best method if you're trying to preserve lean muscle tissue. Since I'm in a big deficit, I want to maximize on my protein synthesis, so that's why I eat protein sparingly throughout the day. You spread out protein throughout the day, your body is better to digest it if you do it that way. If you eat, research has stated your body will digest between 20 to 40 grams per meal. So that's kind of what I aim for. Now, do I consume more protein than that sometimes? I do. If I'm eating more calories, I may eat more protein than that per meal. But normally it's 20 to 40 grams is what I'm aiming for. And the pre-workout meal, like I explained this morning, if you eat a lot of protein with your carbohydrates and fats, it's going to slow down the digestion, which is what we don't want. So I'm going to show you here in a second once I cut this up. Sprinkle some cinnamon on it, and I'm going to show you exactly what meal 2 looks like here in a second with some cinnamon. There's lots of benefits of cinnamon too. Not only is it amazing, it makes everything taste good. It does affect the heart, and it's very beneficial. So this right here is meal 2. So we have 3 ounces of chicken, 190 grams of sweet potato, and my Oikos Triple Zero. So I'm gonna eat this meal, wait about 2 hours, and I'm gonna go work out, and I'm gonna put you guys through my entire shoulder workout for today. So stand by for that content. First exercise is going to be reverse pec deck. You really can't see, but I'm really using a very low weight. It's going to be 5 sets of 15. When you're doing shoulders, a lot of times you want to focus on the volume and also keep the weight light so you can really target the muscle you're really trying to get. This is going to be the first exercise.
Second exercise is going to be a upright row with a cable using an easy curl bar. Classes of 15. Again, keep the weight low, focus on the form and the contraction. Really target those rear delts. For the third exercise, I have a barbell row. I don't like the Smith machine for this movement, so I use the cable instead. Again, really focusing on form and contraction. Again, 5 sets of 15. Next, we have a cable lateral raise, single arm, 5 sets of 15 per arm. Keep the weight low, focus on the contraction. You can also do behind the back or in front of your body, depending on how you want to do it. I will differentiate and vary between both movements. I did 3 from the front leaning, and I did 2 from the back. Next, we have a Arnold Press standing, while I am wearing a belt to keep my my back nice and tight, and also 5 sets of 15. Again, very low weight, working on the contraction and really targeting the front delts and basically the middle delts and the rear delts, and working the whole shoulder by keeping proper form and strict contraction. For the last exercise, I have a seated shoulder press, or military press, however you want to call it. Again, keeping the form tight, the big contraction at the top, doing the full range of motion, 5 sets of 15. As you can see, I'm going behind my neck, but the bar path is parallel and put like to my shoulders, where it's not creating an impingement. It's actually perfect form.
Crush the shoulder workout.
Getting the maximum contraction I can on my shoulders.
Still got those abs going. Didn't put a posting video in this video because I'm still holding a lot of water right now. I told you this morning from Mill 1. It's kind of hard to explain in a whole other video, but that's why sometimes the scale does not reflect weight loss. That's why I will take pictures and do videos almost every other day, because sometimes the scale is going to go up or down, and it's not going to really dictate lean muscle gain or fat loss, because your digestion is very, very important, and you can hold on to a lot of water from cortisol, which is why I take ashwagandha, or it could be from sodium intake. It could be from, there's so many factors that can make you retain water. But a big factor is when you're in a calorie deficit, like I am. Like right now, I'm in a 1,000 calorie deficit. So I'm pretty much burning about 1,000 calories in excess of what I normally would do. And because of that, my body is really holding on to a lot of the food I eat and breaking it down very, very slowly. It's kind of screwing up my digestion a little bit. So therefore, when it comes to defecating, becomes an issue. It can create a buildup, and therefore your weight can balloon up. So I know my body, and I've been through the process, so I understand it. So let's get into meal number 3, which is my favorite. This is my biggest meal of the day. It's eggs, it's cream of wheat, it's blueberries, it's a whole concoction of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what meal 3 is. So meal 3 is going to start out with me, hold on a second, getting the pan here, getting the stove nice and warm. It's going to be, so I eat a lot of spinach, and spinach sometimes can be a pain when you're trying to cook it. So what I do here is I take 80 grams of spinach, obviously using the food scale, put in 80 grams of spinach, and then, hold on, all right, so 80 grams of spinach, and then peppers, love peppers, 50 grams of pepper, so 50 grams right there, perfect, as you can see. So it's kind of how it looks like there. So then once that's all together, now I'm going to preheat it and let the spinach kind of shrink up, which it'll do with heat. And then while the peppers and the spinach are heating up, I'm gonna get my eggs ready. So I eat 220 grams of egg whites with 1 whole egg. Now you're probably wondering, okay, how do I figure that out? So roughly an egg white, so I take the egg, separate the egg away from the yolk. So roughly it's about 30 to 35 grams. So I have a calculator just from doing it. I eat the same eggs, so I kind of know which eggs are what. So for me, it's gonna be 6 egg whites and 1 whole egg. It's gonna give me my 220 grams and then the whole egg. And then I have my seasonings that I put in there. So again, you season however you like. I do garlic powder, pepper, and also crushed red pepper. Those are the seasonings I use. And then while this meal is cooking, I'm also going to be cooking my cream of wheat. This time it's going to be 2 servings instead of 1 serving from this morning. The only difference between this meal and meal 1 is with meal 2, it's just cream of wheat. There's no protein powder in it, and no peanut butter, because I'm on a very low fat diet. I don't really eat a whole lot of fats right now, because my carbs are pretty moderate. Carbs are at 170, proteins at 190, and fats are around 40. So that's pretty much what I'm at right now. So hold it. I'm almost done with these eggs here. So by the time you get the eggs separated, get your seasonings in your egg. You whip the seasoning in your egg, kind of whisk them up a little bit. The spinach should be shrunk already and kind of sauteing on the pan by the time you get over there. So I kind of do that first, and I kind of a good way to keep this process a little bit faster. I keep cut peppers in my fridge at all times. Like, I'll buy peppers in whole, and then I will cut them up and I'll leave them in there, because you're going to see later on for meal 4 and 5, I eat a lot of salad. Salad is great because salad will keep you full. Like I said, when you are on a calorie deficit, your main goal is to eat low calorie, dense foods. You want to be eating a lot of volume. If you don't eat a lot of volume, you're going to suffer. And See, all right, so suffering, you know, obviously I'm trying to cut down a lot of weight. So I've been dieting now for about 16 weeks. And you're gonna suffer. Sometimes the suffering is people want. But sometimes if you don't do it properly, you're gonna really suffer. And the problem with that is if you're really suffering, there's a very good chance that you will cheat on your diet. And I've done it. I posted a video about it recently. It happens. We're human. I'm a human being. I mean, I'm not perfect, and sometimes that happens. But the goal is you want to limit that. So let me pour this in here. It's kind of how it looks right now. So I'm going to cut this pepper up now because I actually forgot to cut the pepper up. So let me get a knife real quick. So when I cut the pepper up, I normally cut the peppers in 4s, and then I'll show you how I do it. It kind of makes it a little bit faster. So take the pepper, 4 like this, kind of hold it horizontal, and just slice them in. So like I said before, I'm going to kind of repeat myself here. 80 grams of spinach, 50 grams of pepper, and 220 grams of egg whites, which is is going to be 6 eggs with the yolk separated, and then 1 whole egg. So it's going to give you a total of 7 eggs. 7 eggs is what I eat. So take a spatula, mix it in. Now once you get this kind of going, it's kind of cooking a little bit, lower the heat a little bit. Let it simmer, you know, because you want the spinach to shrink. You don't, you know, tastes a lot better too. So, all right, so get that going here. Lower the burner. All right, so now while that's cooking, I have to make my cream of wheat. So I have my handy dandy bowl here. Now, 1 serving of cream of wheat is 33 grams. 2 servings is 66 grams. So put that in there. Like from this morning, each serving of cream of wheat is 1 cup of water. It's gonna blow your mind how much this swells up. And like I told you, that's why I'm really big on volume. You know, low calorie, dense foods with a lot of volume. I'm gonna show you how this looks with a lot of water. And it's gonna look like, you're gonna be like, that looks terrible. How is that gonna make what you'll see? It's crazy. All right. So this is how it should look, like that. See all that water? All right. So 2 servings of cream of wheat. Microwave it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then it's going to be 45 and then 45. So the first 230, get that going. And then once it's all said and done, I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, so I have the scramble plated, and now all I have to do is add the fruit to the cream of wheat, my sriracha to my scramble. What you guys didn't see me do, I just did it. I made my detox drink, so with my pre-workout, I combine a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to help metabolize fat, and also jolts the system, wakes you up when you're doing pre-workout. If you're a person who works out in the mornings, it's great. It's a great concoction to just drink back. Tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, with a little bit of cayenne pepper. It'll wake you up. It'll get you going. A lot of fat burners have capsaicin in it, which all it is red pepper. So why buy fat burners? You can just buy cayenne pepper, which is cheap, and make your own drink. So the drink that I drink post-workout, I do 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. I do 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar for potassium. I do 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I do 1 tablespoon or 1.5 tablespoon or so apple cider vinegar, and I also do a lime. I squeeze a lime in there for the limoids, which is like the enzymes from the lime. It's good. It's also good for digestion, cleaning the body out. I drink it, and immediately after I drink it, I rinse my mouth out with water multiple times because it's very acidic. It's not good for your teeth. All right, just like people drink lemon water, it's the same concept. You drink lemon water, you drink coffee, you drink anything very acidic, soda, anything. You want to make sure you gargle with water immediately after you get that out of your, if you want to retain your teeth. You know, if you want to have pearly whites and have good looking teeth. So let me finish this up and I'll show you guys the final product. So next I have to do the blueberries. So I do 100 grams of blueberries. So I have 100 grams of blueberries. And then voila, my low calorie syrup here. So we have this. Let's do, now we have 100 grams of blueberries. All right, 100 grams of blueberries, 30 milliliters of syrup, and then a lot of cinnamon. Do a lot of cinnamon here. All right, so that's all done. Then I need to get my best thing ever, sriracha sauce. 0 calorie, only 60 milligrams of sodium per serving. I use it on everything, even for salad dressing. So that is honestly a secret. And also low calorie sugar-free barbecue sauce, because I don't put any seasonings. I do sodium-free seasonings on my meats, and as far as condiments go, you want to make sure you do this. So here's a scramble there. So this is my sriracha. All right, it's all done. So let me show you real quick finished product here. So you have your cream of wheat. I don't know if you can see how big it's swelled up. That's what I was trying to explain to you guys. Like, it's crazy how much it blows up. You know, looks thick too. And I have my scramble. So this right here, that's going to be meal number 3, my most calorie meal. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this. And then here's my detox drink. Like I said, it's not very good, but it's good for you. So I'll see you at meal 4. What's going on, guys? So we're back in the kitchen for meal 4. So meal 4 is kind of boring, I'm gonna lie. It's basically a chicken salad, because I want to get in my micronutrients while I'm in a calorie deficit. It's very important when you are in a big deficit to make sure you're getting all your nutrients in. So again, it's a lot of micronutrients. It's low calorie, but it's very not calorie dense, but it's very high in volume to make you feel full, make you feel satiated. So you're getting those hunger pains. So big bowl. We got spinach. We got sugar-free barbecue sauce by G. Hughes. We got peppers and cucumber. So let me cut this real quick. So cucumbers actually are an antioxidant. They're high in potassium, a little bit of fiber, very low in calorie. But the biggest thing, cucumbers are mostly made up of water. So they're going to keep you hydrated, which is very important for performance. Because, you know, even though I'm low calorie, I'm not eating really any carbs right now, I still have to make sure I'm able to repair the muscle that I broke down during my workout session earlier. So for the chicken salad, It's going to be 100 grams of cucumber, 80 grams of spinach, 50 grams of pepper, 5 ounces of chicken, which is going to actually go to 6 ounces probably tomorrow. I'm going to restructure my pre-workout meal a little bit. I didn't realize how much protein was in that meal actually until I made this video. So I'm going to bring the protein down a little bit in my pre-workout meal. Probably add an extra ounce to this meal. So, get your food scale, the 80 grams of spinach. Wow, believe it or not, that actually was perfect. Get your cucumber here, zero your scale out. Let's see if this is 100 grams. Oh, it's 120 grams. So, slowly cut that off a little bit. Now, you ain't gotta be perfect on your vegetables. You really don't. But you gotta realize there's still calories. You know, people think that because it's a vegetable that it's unlimited. That's actually not true. There's actually quite a bit of calories in cucumbers and peppers. Spinach is very low in calories. I mean, you can eat a crap load of spinach before you really get any calories, but eating peppers and cucumbers will add up, believe it or not. There actually is some calories in it. So once you have your peppers, kind of slice them how you want to. I normally just slice them up into little pieces because I love the taste of peppers. And I will buy different variants of peppers. I'll buy orange ones, I'll buy yellow ones, or red. Believe it or not, the more colorful the pepper is, actually the more nutrients that it has. The blandest pepper, the green pepper, actually has the lowest nutrients, believe it or not. And it doesn't taste as good either. These actually taste a lot better. But there actually is something like some fructose, a little bit of sugars in the pepper. That's why it's sweet. So like I said, there's still carbs, you know. You have to still calculate. Cucumber, cut it in fours. Cut it in fours, you can chop it into quite a bit of pieces here. And get it all spread out, which is very, very good. So get this all spread out. Then what you're going to notice though is I'm not sauteing the spinach or peppers. And the reason is because by not doing that, it's going to make my stomach fill up faster. So I'm going to get full a lot faster, which is the goal of the salads. So, okay. Barbecue sauce. So this barbecue sauce, for 30 grams of barbecue sauce, it is 10 calories. 2 grams of carbs, 200 milligrams of sodium. Now, there's tons of flavors of this at Walmart. This is what I recommend you use. I use barbecue sauce for my chicken, and I use sriracha for my next salad, which would be ground turkey. And that's how you do it. That's pretty much all it is. I mean, actually gonna make a run today, get some more barbecue sauce and more spinach. So that's that. Then we have our chicken. So as you can see, me and my wife, we make chicken in bulk. We make ground turkey in bulk. That's what we eat. It makes things a lot faster, and it makes things very easier. It's easier to stay squared away if you prep food in advance. So we make ground turkey, 93.7, and boneless chicken. We make it every couple days. About 5 pounds. We'll make about 5 pounds of chicken and about 3 pounds of ground turkey. And that's how we kind of mix it up a little bit. I mean, obviously, I prepared my breakfast in the morning and everything else, but it makes things easier that 2 of the meals, all I have to do is just pull the meat out of the fridge and put it in here. So, get this kind of broken up here. I don't know how to show it to you.
So, and I will obviously post the calories and everything at the end. It's very low calories. I mean, it's crazy how low calories it is, but it's a big salad. It's a very big salad. And like I said, the goal is you want it to fill you up. If you're wondering, well, okay, I can go to a restaurant and get a salad. Well, you can. The problem is you don't know what they're putting in that salad. And a lot of places use a lot of oils. And olive oil, yes, can be healthy in moderation. But olive oil is very high in calories. So you make the salad yourself. You know what's in it. You can control the calories. You go somewhere, you have no idea what you're eating. So that's that. Here's a salad, as you can see. Nice big salad. And that's gonna be meal 4. I will check out you guys in the end for meal 5. Let's go on YouTube. So we're on the 5th and final meal of the day. Thank God, because I am starving. Like I told you guys before, the 5th meal is like the 4th meal. Another salad. So salad bowl, spinach. It's gonna be 80 grams of spinach. And like I said before, spinach is so low in calories that if you want to do more than 80 grams, you can. Just keep track of it. Next we have 100 grams of cucumber. That's actually more than 100 grams, so you chop it off. Still more than 100 grams, okay. All right, 100 grams of cucumber. And lastly, our peppers. I told you before, different colors. Both are amazing. Change it up. I forget the exact, I think beta carotene or whatever it is, the chemical, but like that makes red peppers the best. I'm pretty sure red has the most nutrients as far as nutrients go. So we have 100 grams of cucumber, 50 grams of pepper, 80 grams of spinach, and lastly, our ground turkey. Like I told you, I prep everything. So, I do 8 ounces of ground turkey, and this is my final meal of the night. So it's actually really good. This is something that even when I am not dieting, I still eat because it's amazing. It tastes really good, and it kind of like covers a lot of your nutrient gaps. Like I said before, like I posted before, I still take a multivitamin because you never know if you're missing a nutrient, if you're not getting something that you need. So now there is the ability to where you can get more nutrients than what you need, and actually becomes a toxicity, which would be the upper intake level. But I'm not too worried about that because the multivitamin that I have isn't like doesn't have super high doses as far as the vitamins that are inside of it. And then, like I showed you guys before, I take vitamin D3, and I also take fish oils, omega-6s and omega-3s, which are very important. Your omega-3s are your DHA and your EPA, and then your omega-6s are also very important. And they are the fat-soluble vitamins. Vitamins A, D, E, and K, I believe, are your fat-soluble vitamins. So I always take my fish oils when I have a good amount of fats. Even though those vitamins are stored in your fat in your body, I still take them with when I eat fats, because fats help with digestion. So I make sure that when I take my fat-soluble vitamins, that I'm eating a meal with the highest amount of fat for that day. Because I mean, I'm not eating a lot of fat, but those meals that I take, those are my biggest meals of the day that the highest in fat. Now, as you can probably see, I don't know if you probably noticed or not, but the first 3 meals of my day were high in carbs, and the last 2 meals are not. And the reason for that is because the first 2 meals are to get carbs for my workout. After your workout, that's the best time to eat high glycemic carbs and also fruit. Your body is craving it, and it's very positioned to suck up the nutrients, so you want to have a lot of carbohydrates post-workout. Now, the rest of the day, all I've been doing is walking the dog, sitting down, just relaxing. So I don't really need a lot of carbs, and that's where people don't understand carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are for energy, but if you don't really need a lot of carbohydrates, then you can eat a lot more fats. Now, I did say earlier, though, if you are somebody who works out in the mornings, then you're going to want to have carbs before bed, because carbs also actually help with sleep. Believe it or not, eating a lot of carbs before bed, I don't know why, but it helps with sleep. I forget the exact research that states it. So I save my carbs for the beginning of the day. I guess I'm only eating 170 grams. When I'm eating 300 to 400 grams of carbs, it doesn't really matter. But when I'm a low carb like I am right now, I save my carbs around my workout. So I'm going to show you exactly what this out looks like, and I'll post up the calories, and then I'll post the entire calories for the day of all 5 meals in the macros. And I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Give the workout a try. If you're a beginner, do not do that much volume. Start out at 3 sets. Do not do 5 sets of 15. That's way too much volume for a beginner. You'll be so sore, you won't want to go back to the gyms. Do not do that. So scale the workout to your fitness level. So let me show you the salad real quick. Get you a peek at the salad. So that's what we're working with here. Like I said, 100 grams of cucumber, 50 grams of peppers, 8 grams of spinach, and 8 ounces of ground turkey. It's a big meal. That's my last meal before bed. Then tomorrow morning I'll start all over again. And this Saturday, which is 2 days, today's Thursday, this Saturday we'll make 4 weeks off my competition. And after that, I will be back in a phase where I'll be in a maintenance phase, eating at a maintenance level calories before I slowly start to increase my calories for the week to start gaining a little bit of size back. Now, when it comes to adding calories back in, you do it very, very slowly, because your testosterone levels are going to drop, your low body fat, and being a natural athlete, you have the ability to gain a lot of fat tissue very, very fast. But it's also, your body's also primed to build muscle, because your fat stores are kind of low. So it kind of helps out too. So it's like a pro and con type approach. But I'll make a video detailing that more when that process comes. But like I said, 4 weeks out as of Saturday, I'm ready to go. As you can probably tell, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm beat, but I'm grinding and I'm ready to work. So if you like the video, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.